And hello everyone, welcome to this week's short commentary by Master Huang Shaolong in his book. The video seems to have been well received, and I'm sure a lot of same direction cannons lovers would have loved the commentaries, which are although short but very succinct by Master Huang Shaolong. This match that I will be presenting today, commented by Master Huang Shaolong, was played also in the 2007 A-League. Red was Master Jin Song, Black was then Master Xu Chao, who became grandmaster a few years ago. Again, it was the same directions cannons match. So without further ado, let us start. Same direction cannons, and in this match, Black chose to play the rank chariot early as his second move. This is a strategy that is often used by players who have already prepared for a particular variation. So again, Red would not want to capture the central pawn, or Black could gain some momentum while countering. So essentially, this has become a same direction cannons, foul chariot versus rank chariot variation. Now, Red chose to play both horses as proper horses in this game. So far so good. And this would be the double-headed snake pawns for variation for Red. And Black countered with the double rank chariots. Now, an interesting bit was in this match, Master Jin Song played the edge elephant very early in anticipation of Black playing r4 plus 5. Now this is seldom done because Black had not done anything yet, and since the elephant had moved, Black could consider other options instead of playing r4 plus 5. So this would be a very interesting variation by Red. However, Master Xu Chao countered with an edge cannon of his own. Now this was also a very interesting counter according to Master Huang Shaolong, because Black would seem to be adamant on developing his other chariot as a foul chariot. So it was a very interesting position on the board at this point in time. So Red chose to develop his left chariot, and because the black chariot had moved, Red decided to form a blockade. And since the red cannon had left the red's cannon rank, Black chose to advance his chariot to the cannon rank to target the red horse. Now, this was one of the turning points in the match. It was quite a good move by Red, because not only would Red be able to free himself of the pin that Black had put, it would also allow his horse to be developed. It's a good move to gain tempo. Now, in the match, the Master Xu Chao played r4 minus 3 to patrol his riverbank. Now one would question what would happen if Black decided to trade chariots. Now this variation was presented by Master Huang Shaolong. So trade. And as can be seen, Red's formation would be free and open, while Black would have a centroid horse, which would be a major cause of concern at this point in time. So Red would have gained some advantage into going to the mid-game phase of the match. So that was why Black decided not to trade chariots. So r4 minus 3 was played, whereby Black would be prepared to play r4 equals to 2 to apply the pin and capture the red cannon. black chose to capture the pawn, and black wanted to trade pawns. Now Master Jin Song was very aggressive and continued with r2 plus 6 to attack black's pawn rank. In the match, black, after much consideration, black chose to play c1 equals to 2. Now it would look like black would be losing momentum at this point in time, but black had its reasons for doing so. Now one might consider playing c5 minus 1, which would be one of the common tactics that will be used in similar situations. But why didn't black do so? Now, according to Master Huang Shaolong, it was because the chariot was here and the red cannon was ready to attack it. So after attacking, red will sacrifice a piece, and after sacrificing material, red would have much space to move his pieces, and it would be black. Although black would have gained some material, black would be on the receiving end because the pawn will not be prepared to charge. So this is one of the reasons why black did not choose to retreat his cannon to the centroid. So at this point in time, the situation on the board was about to go into the early mid-game phase. So black was prepared to attack the red chariot. So how did Master Jin Song reply? He played I equals to 7, and red tried to capture the red cannon as planned, and black just gave up his cannon involuntarily, and it was a pseudo sacrifice, as we can see now. So red's earlier sacrifice, as can be seen on the situation on the board now, was a pseudo sacrifice. Not only did red gain back lost material to even the material deficit, he would now have a pawn that had crossed the river and was dangerously close to the black palace. So at this point in time, it would be rather obvious that black would have a significant advantage. Now in the match, black continued with h7 plus 6. Now one might wonder, would it be a good idea for black to capture the red horse, to capture the pawn to target the red horse in this situation? Now the answer would be no, because black could continue with red could continue with r2 equals to 3 to trade material. Check. Threatening to checkmate, forcing the king out, and this would be another aggressive play from black. Three plus 2, check, 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 checkmate. So these were the moves that were given by Master Huang Shaolong in his book, and as can be seen, red would have a checkmate waiting if black did not counter correctly. But even if black countered appropriately, red would still have a significant advantage. So after much consideration, Master Xu Chao decided to advance his horse across the river. But nevertheless, at this point in time, red had a significant advantage, and it would just be a matter of time before the match would end. So because the horse had moved, black central pawn was for the taking. So black decided to trade cannons. Check, And at this point in time, Master Huang Shaolong's commentary ended. We can see that black would have 1, 2, 3, 4 pawns, whereby 2 pawns had already crossed the river, and this black pawn was more or less captured. So black would in fact have only 1 pawn left, and the pawn advantage at this point in time would be significant, and black would be in deep trouble. So that was how the game ended, with red winning eventually in the mid-game phase. So although this is another very short game, but Master Huang Shaolong's comments have been very to the point, and I just love his comments in his books. So I hope you enjoyed this short video this week, and I hope to see you soon again. And if you like my channel, please subscribe. Thank you.